you're fine.
Like I said. Like I said. Like I said. Do you like my tail? Like I said.
Welcome back to Iron Rage. I'm Dave Palumbo, joined by the world traveler, Lee Priest, who is now not only he was in England last week, now he's in Spain. You were just traveling all over the place. What's going on over there?
Oh, I tell you, England, then we come across on the train through the tunnel, and then we drove through France all the way down to Spain. Now we're at Aaron's house in Spain for a few days, and we'll fly back to England in 2 days' time, and then 2 days after that I'll be flying back to Australia.
Why don't you make Aaron take you to Germany so you can drive on the Autobahn? I know you love to drive fast.
Well, you know, Aaron got a new car and stuff, but I figured driving through France to Spain, he's going to get a few photos of his car in the mail because, you know, when the thing said there's like a radar speed camera ahead and the speed limit's 70 and I'm doing like 140, he's going to get a few photos.
I saw those cars. What cars were those exactly? What were the models?
One's like a new Range Rover, and then the other's another Range Rover, and then the Lamborghini Huracan. But let's just say Aaron was asleep, so he won't know what's coming in the mail.
Oh, you were driving. Is that what you're saying? Oh, nice.
I was just on a roll, you know, when you sort of just go and you get in that zone. And,
oh yeah.
You know, by the time I was going that fast, by the time the GPS thing told me there was a speed camera ahead, I was already past the camera, so no point stopping.
Those are serious tickets. They got them in Australia, don't they too?
I said speed camera 500 yards, and when you're doing like 140, 150, 500 yards is too late. You can't slow down.
Yeah, it's like a second. Yeah, that's going to be some ticket. Now that's why I said he should take you to Germany, because in Germany there is no speed limit on the Autobahn, right?
Well, the good thing is though, because he's got newer cars, I figured, hey, he'll get some nice photographs of the cars.
I saw you guys standing. The car is beautiful. I love that car. I'm kind of a little jealous, actually. It's a really cool looking thing. Now, lately I've been seeing on, I wanted to bring this up, on Facebook, and a lot of people have been posting old pictures of you. There's some great pictures of you at 20 years old. I think right before you came to the U.S., I saw it on, I don't know who linked it somewhere, but it's on Reddit. We'll put them up on the screen now. Those shots are awesome of you. Man, you look great at 20 years old.
Yeah, and that's when the people can see, because they asked me when I took gear, and it was just before I turned 20, after I did my last World Championships at 19. I was still a lightweight, and then I figured after doing that in the Australia 3 times as a lightweight, I'm not going to be a lightweight anymore, so I did my first cycle of Deca towards the end of my 19 years, and I put on 20 pounds overnight, and that's pretty much, you can see the difference from the lightweight days to those pictures that you see where I'm 20 there. I made
This is not the 20-year-olds. This is the video. Put up the pic. You have the pictures, Tyler, I sent you? I emailed them to you. The link. Yeah, the pictures are unbelievable because he's only 20 years old, and I mean, you got delts. Your arms are look like they're 22 inches. I mean, at 20. At 20 years old.
Those were the good old days. As the other bodybuilders would say, it was just the camera and the lighting. But you know, what can you do?
Yeah, but Lee, when you're working out at that age and you're growing obviously you hyper responded when you went on your first cycle. I mean, were you even amazed at the results that you got so quickly?
I was surprised. I didn't know what to expect, and like I said, I've always stayed, and still to this day, whenever I stayed at the small end of the spectrum when it comes to gear. That's why I've never been a big believer in going on high dosages, because all the small dosages I always used worked well, even all through my pro career. So I never had the thing. I told you that once with Trevor from Nick and the Nutrition when I went up to 800 milligrams a test and that, and felt like shit. So I always just used small amounts. I always got good results from small amounts, and I always just stayed on that.
I think you just had more receptors than everyone else, because your body you look so mature, you're muscular. And I know you had been training for a long time, and that's a thing a lot of people don't realize. When you train naturally for a very long time and then you take a cycle, it works way better. Way better.
That's the thing I think. Well, that's the thing I think the young kids today make the mistake. There's no foundation work. There's no 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years of foundation work. They're on the drugs before they even get the gym membership these days.
Yeah.
So they're already taking gear before they even know what their body can do naturally. So it's just a shame that young kids these days go online, think they've got to be on gear to go to the gym when naturally they don't even know what they can do.
I agree with that statement because, like I said, I sound like you now. When I first started, I was natural for 5 or 6 years, and then I started taking gear, and my body really exploded also from that as well. And you see that from like Kai Green, you see that from Ronnie Coleman, the people that seem to respond best. Justin Compton was another guy. He was natural for people don't realize for a very long time. And when he went on his first couple cycles, his body just exploded with growth.
That's what I love too. I've seen that other show that comes on with the other two people, and they're talking about they're blasting and cruising, and they're like, I had to laugh because they're saying, oh yeah, when I'm on my off cycle, I only take 200 milligrams a test. This guy's like, excuse me, if you're still taking 200 milligrams a test and shit, you're not fucking off. You're still on the fucking cycle. So you can call it cruising or whatever, but.
Is that the mental hamster beer vodka?
Yeah, that's the toffee.
Coffee. Are you going to send me some of that?
Oh, I didn't know you were doing an interview, Lee. Sorry, mate. I was just wondering.
Aaron, you got to send me some of that.
This is the only bottle we have. When this runs out, we'll have to go to aaronlambo.com to get some more.
Oh.
Dave wants a bottle sent to him.
And everyone is signed by Aaron and Lee.
Really?
Do you want one, Dave?
I want a signed bottle. I want to put it right on my set here.
Oh, my man. I'll sort that out now.
He'll send you some over.
You're jet setting with those guys. You're driving Lamborghinis. You're going from country to country. They're treating you really nice, huh?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Hey, you look a bit tired. Do you want some Alpha 5s to wake you up?
Now these I do take. I've lost 22 kilos now, and I take the Alpha A5s every morning before I do my cardio. Thank you, Aaron.
When they run out, Lee, we'll have to go to mentalhamster.com to get some more.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that why Lee's cheeks are striated?
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you want your tattoos, it'll actually erase tattoos too if you rub it on your face, right? Like a cream.
And then sometimes too, if you're really tired, really tired, bipolar is a really good pre-workout.
Tired of having normal coffee.
and espresso, mental hamster coffee.
I like that. Send me that too, Aaron. I want the espresso, the thing, coffee.
He wants the espresso coffee and the vodka, Aaron. Okay.
Isn't that the old Kevin Levrone mix, Lee? Coffee and alcohol.
And we spoke to Kevin the other day. We're probably going to bring Kevin to England. And when Kevin heard he had vodka, he got very excited. So.
Well, I'm sure Kevin would put some of that toffee vodka into his coffee. It sounds like it might be a good combination.
Yeah, because this is the vodka, and then
we have a hammer.
We have a hammer too. If anyone wants a hammer, I don't know what that's for, but yeah.
My son, send that to my son. He'll take that. He likes Thor. He's gonna go crazy for the hammer. Except he'll probably bash holes in the wall of my house with it.
Yeah, but the espresso coffee is really good.
You should drink a little now. You're very mellow. People are don't expect that from you. They expect you to be. Usually, I get you early in the morning and you're all juiced up and ready to go for the day. Now you're ready to go to sleep.
No, this is like 9 o'clock at night now, Dave. I'm just winding down. I'm an old man. This is when the old people go to bed.
You're still on the Venice, California time frame. You go to bed at 8 o'clock. You wake up at 4 in the morning.
I don't know what time frame I'm on because of all the driving and flying, and then I just been asked to go to the Kiev in the Ukraine to do a seminar at the end of February, but I'm not sure if I'm going.
You're in demand, Lee. That's great. Do you feel like you're back in the swing of things because you've been in very high demand lately?
What's that again?
I said, do you feel, how does that make you feel that you're in very high demand again? Because for a while you were kind of an outsider until I kind of pulled you back. No, until, recently you've been very high in demand.
Yeah, well, I've always had that good fan base because, people do hate me for telling the truth and saying what I say and being the way I am. But I've always found if you just be yourself and be true and be who you are, sure, people are going to hate you, but they're entertaining, the ones that hate you. But you're always going to have that loyal fan base because you don't treat people like they're dumb. People can see through all the bullshit. It's like when people say, Lee, you endorse products because they pay you. No. I know Twin Lab used to get mad at me. Muscle Tech got mad at me because when I was with them and they paid me, I'd tell people their products were shit because not all of them, but not all of them, just the ones that I thought were shit. I'd say shit because I'm not one of these people that if you pay me, I'm going to say it's good because, face it, to go to a store these days and buy the pre-workouts and everything, it costs money. And I'm always thinking to myself, if someone's going to spend their hard-earned money on a product, I'm not going to say it's good if it's not, because if I say, those ads that say this is the best product ever, and if you look up to somebody, go, well, I'm going to buy it, and if it's shit, you're going to be like, well, fuck, I'm never going to believe that guy again. So I'd rather have my integrity than fucking, talk, I said that, my Muscle Tech contract, I still remember Dexter laughing when I got out of it because I had a 3-year deal and, they were pretty good contracts. After 8 months, I wanted out because, look, I said, your product's shit. In the magazine, just saying that I said it was the best product ever. I said, I've never fucking used hydroxycut once. It's just shit. So they're like, we'll take you to court, Lee. I said, fucking take me to court. It's not going to look good. I said, if you put me on the stand, I'm still going to say your product's fucking shit. So after 8 months, I got out of the 3-year contract. I don't care. What can I do?
That's why people love you, Lee, because you're so brutally honest.
I just don't think you should bullshit people, just like be honest. And, I've got into a lot of trouble. I've had even a lot of people hate me for being honest. I had someone write me today for a diet, and they sort of thought I was being rude, but I said, listen, if you just want to lose weight, just sort of start eating clean, doing some cardio. I said, you don't need to pay me to write you a diet. It just comes down to sensible eating. We can all do that.
Right.
They're like, oh, well, I thought I'd ask you to help me. I said, look, I can help you, but I'd really feel like I'm ripping you off if I just write down eat chicken breast and vegetables and maybe some oatmeal. I said, it's just really clean eating. I said, now, if you want to get ready for a contest, that's another thing. But just for general dieting and stuff, I said, we all know it's good and bad. So you can't please everyone, Dave, I tell you.
No, but you're right, because, a lot of people, I get asked questions all the time, and I answer questions, as long as they're not asking me to do, like, in-depth programs. If they're asking me, I answer questions all the time for people. I never charge usually. And the truth is, people are shocked because a lot of, like you said, other pros would charge to do that. And I just think I think information should be shared. Obviously, if you're asking for a customized program, that's a different story. But
if you're asking for a customized one, like for a contest or something like that, but if you're just asking for an overall general diet, they sometimes get mad at you when you write just the back a basic answer, like eating cleaner, and just give them a few examples of what type of meals to eat. They're like, oh, well, I could have done that myself. I'm thinking, yeah, you fucking could have, dickhead, so why are you fucking asking me? Just eat clean.
So, Lee, here's my question for you. Which country has the worst food, England or Spain?
England. Spain's actually got pretty good food, lots of fresh produce and meats and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, England's like a bit like Australia. They got more of the fried foods, fatty foods and that. They're good food. Actually, the food that tastes good, but it's not good for you.
No. Yeah, they got the worst food in England, dude. You're right. I've never been to. How's the food in Ireland? Have you ever been there?
Yeah, it's sort of crappy too, but the
Irish really can't cook very well.
No, I had to go off the diet on the big drive here because I was just eating chocolates in the car and whatever you get at the rest stops and stuff like that. So it wasn't.
No, there was no McDonald's rest stops there.
There was, but I didn't have them. But I was just eating chocolates, food that you can eat on the go. And we went to this gym here in San Pedro today called Reebok Hybrid Gym. It's a really good gym. So had a workout, did some cardio, and after that had some oatmeal and eggs. And today I've had steak and salad. And then for dinner there was salmon and steak again and salad and stuff. Because Voltek, the Polish guy here, a good Polish friend, he's a good cook, and he's been cooking like 6-7 course meals for lunch and dinner. So
you've been eating like a bodybuilder pretty much still.
I think he learned to cook in prison.
Yeah. Now, Lee, you've been eating like a bodybuilder still. So you're eating your 5-6 meals a day on a regular basis?
Today I probably only had 3 meals, and then on the drive, not many. But I try and still, at the moment, eating clean, I'm trying to have at least 3 to 4 meals a day. But then sometimes it doesn't work out because I'm one of those people. If I start doing something, I won't. If you get ready for a contest, you really got to stop and have your meals.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like if you get busy, I could go 5-6 hours without having meals. And newsflash, people, you will not go catabolic. Your muscles will not get eaten away if you don't fucking eat every couple of hours. So like all the time, Lee, when should I eat, before or after training? And how long after training should I eat? I've gone hours after training and not eaten and have not lost any muscle. So,
Yeah, but you know what? When you have the muscle, it's a little different than when you're trying to get it, don't you think?
But even if you didn't have the muscle, Dave, you'd have to be like skin and bone for your body to start catabolizing itself just because you haven't had a fucking meal after your workout. So it's like,
when I would be with Greg Kovacs, his wife would have like this big cooler at all times, even when they traveled, and there would be so many pre-made shakes in there. It looked like artillery almost, like there was almost like, it would almost like look like grenades in there. Like she'd be like almost like it would almost be like like an IV line into Greg's body. As soon as one shake hit the cable empty, there was another one going into his hands already because he couldn't get catabolic.
And where is Greg? And where is Greg right now?
We're not saying that's what killed him, but my point is that he was 420 pounds. You know that's you have to do that to be 420 pounds.
It's just crazy. But like I said, yes, people they go from one extreme to the other in all aspects, whether it be food, whether it be drugs and anything like that. Moderation, it's like, I've said it before, the internet's a great thing, but people, man, calm down. We're not reinventing the wheel here when it comes to diet, training, and anything else out there. But and I got asked the other day too about some new, must have been like a peptide and stuff, and the number on it was fucking one of those weird ones again, fucking C3PO, fucking Battlestar Galactica R2D2 number. So it was like, and I said, I don't know what it is, and they're like, oh, you must have heard of it. I'm like, I haven't fucking heard of it. What the fuck would I know?
You know why they think you heard of it? Because the guy who's selling it to them probably told them that's what Lee Priest used back in the 90s. No one knew about it. He had a secret access to it.
I've had that before. That when I used to live in Venice. Hey, Lee, I met this guy. I brought some test off him. He says that you buy all your test off him. I'm like, I've never fucking heard of I've never heard of the guy. Oh, well, he said that he sells you drugs. I said, well, I've never fucking heard of him. So.
That was back in the day, that was the old thing. If you wanted to justify the drugs that you had to say that Dorian used this and Ronnie used this and Jay Cutler's, this is his supplier and he uses this GH and right?
There used to be funny. There used to be one guy that come over from Germany or Portugal. He'd always come over. You get the same hotel room down there on fucking near Abbot Kinney, Venice Boulevard.
Yeah.
And all the bodybuilders would be like going to his hotel room at, okay, you come at 2 o'clock, you come at 4 o'clock.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
All he had was just fucking vials of Prima Bolin and shit and stuff like that. It was just like a revolving door. He'd come over quite often and do it. And it wasn't before long, probably 3 years later, he had moved to Venice. He had an apartment. He was driving a fucking Mercedes and he was a personal trainer.
Do we know who he is, or is he an unknown soldier?
Back then, I can't remember his name, but he did get a few photo shoots with Paula Crane and that. So
right.
Who says crime doesn't pay, Dave? You went from fucking living in overseas, selling drugs, coming to America, getting on the cover of magazines and driving a Mercedes around Santa Monica.
The great American dream, right?
That's it. Yeah, so there you go.
And you know what his name was? His name was Lee Priest.
What?
Oh, no, not you. That wasn't.
I said Germany. I'm from Australia. But this is a thing, though. My whole life I've been in this sport. This is probably rare for a bodybuilder to say this, but my whole life that I've done bodybuilding, I've never sold one steroid.
Really?
How's that?
Wow. That you're an anomaly, without a doubt.
Never sold steroids and never done gay for pay, and never had a speeding ticket. Never been to jail. Am I really a bodybuilder?
You've never. Hold on, Lee. I can believe the first two, but you've never had a speeding ticket?
Never been pulled over for speeding, never.
Well, that's just good luck because I know you definitely speed, right?
Hey, as I said, I'm not saying I've never speeded before, but I've just never been caught.
You'll be arrested probably like going back from Spain to England. They'll pull you over and arrest you. They'll be like, Lee said he never got pulled over for a speeding ticket. Now he's in jail and they got to bail him out of jail from Spain.
Yeah, driving. I got to drive home from Sydney Airport back home. They'll probably get me down.
Yeah, probably.
Because I think by the time I get back to Australia, it's midnight. So I got a 17 and a half hour flight from England to Perth. Then from Perth to Sydney's 4 hours, and then another 2 hours drive. So
Oof.
on that 2 hours drive, they're like, "Yeah, we saw your fucking radio show with Dave Palumbo. I'll fucking pull you over."
How is your house doing? Are you in any threat of all the fires there?
Just lots of smoke. Before I left, there was tons of smoke, like for days on end. It's just, the sky's all red and the smell of smoke everywhere. But it's been burning around us everywhere. But no, not. The house is fine.
Because you're in Lakeland, right?
I'm in Newcastle.
Oh, no, I mean Newcastle. Sorry. I don't know where I got that from. You're in Newcastle, so that's about, what, an hour north of Sydney?
About 2 hours north of Sydney, but then just around Newcastle, surrounding areas on the central coast, and that they had bad fires and stuff. So they're pretty much everywhere around. But, we've had bad fires before years ago and stuff like that. But I think now the media likes to sensationalise it more and stuff like that. So
the worst thing about it is all the animals, the poor animals that are dying,
That's that.
That's the worst part.
Something's going on out.
Yeah, go drink some mental cancer vodka. Lee, thanks for, taking some time.
What are you doing out there? I can't hear you now. Oh, sorry.
The party's just getting started over there in Spain. I'm going to let Lee go.
Facebook Live, and my fucking fans are better than yours.
How come it's still light over
You don't
there?
have fans.
Any fans?
You don't have fans.
Anyone want to be on a radio station, comment below. Fuck me, priest fans. Let's do hashtag.
There's no one on there.
That's not very nice, is it?
Didn't realise how
Oh,
short.
Lee's the best. Lee's the best. Lee's the greatest. Aaron, why do you want to be like Lee? Yeah.
Lee's pretending like he's going to sleep. He's really going to be up all night partying it up out there in Spain.
No, I'm going to bed soon because I'll be getting up at 6 to go to the gym. Oh, just dropped Aaron's phone on the floor. Hold on.
All right, well, Lee, have a great time out there in Spain. We'll talk to you next week when you get back home.
Yeah, actually, I'll be back home Sunday or Monday, somewhere around then. So if we do the show Tuesday or Wednesday, I should be back on normal time.
All right. Well, Happy New Year to all you guys out there in Spain. Have a great time, and once again,
Happy
Iron
New Year.
Rage, another one in the books. The first episode of 2020.
I want to ask, at what point do we stop saying Happy New Year when it's the 6th or the 7th? How long do we keep it going?
We're done. This is the first show of the new year, so we had to say Happy New Year. That's it.
Okay, Happy New Year.
You're done. That's it. No more Happy New Years.
Happy belated New Year, whatever.
That's right.
Oh, and before I go, don't forget.
I thought you were going to moon us for a second.
I'll make sure this is in the mail.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And send me the coffee, too.
This is the toffee flavor, yeah.
No, I know, but then you got that other product with the coffee in it. I want that one, too.
Yeah, the espresso coffee, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll get you this to try as well. You can try this pre-workout.
And you gotta put a big sign on it. You gotta sign it too, so we can put it on the set.
I will. Then you can give your honest opinion on the pre-workout and
I will.
coffee.
My wife loves to try pre-workout. She'll give her honest opinion. If it makes her bipolar, however, I'm gonna sue Aaron.
Let's just say the name suits the product.
All right, we'll try it out. All right, guys.
Okay.
Lee Priest from Spain on the New Year's episode of Iron Rage. We'll see you next week.
I don't know where the fuck I am.